together, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101, cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system. Had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Atlanta Falcons. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here is Ekeler. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, Ekeler running it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
91 is the mark. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll set up a throw. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And that's into the hands of Ekeler. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On second and 11 now. Fields escaping the pressure right.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Now it's Fields. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Let's bring it. 31's the mic. Watch the run.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
You got three down. 31's the mic. Give it that ball, defense. Give it that ball, defense. Check.
On play action, they'll throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked picked off at the 33. He's at the 30. 10,
You know they pay me extra for
5,
this.
and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open man, the tight end Henry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Fields. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Trucks over him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give. This is Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He's got Granson, his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A run for Nick Chubb.
Ain't doing nothing.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. He gets it complete to Harris.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Come on, QB, come on. Swing.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
45 to life.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They're going to look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Now Fields. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll fire one end zone for Cooks. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And look at this, another fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the 1st down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A big play there for the Patriots.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset.
They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Pass complete to Chubb. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the 41, Fields going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Oh, good move. Escapes the defender. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And they're going to get the timeout call. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is right through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we